Hello my crafty peeps, it's Cheyenne from ecdesignstudios.com. I've got a Project Life card for you today. This is going to be a 3x4 size. This is one that I'm making for my Disney album because I'm sure y'all have gathered that I'm going to Disney. Yay! Making our annual pilgrimage there and just trying to prep so that when we get back I can get my Disney album together pretty quickly. So we are using the Pun Intended Hostess stamp set. This is from the annual catalog. To get the Hostess sets, you do need to use your Stampin' Rewards for those, and you earn Stampin' Rewards on any order over $150. You can host a virtual party so that all of your guests' orders will go towards you. You will get the Stampin' Rewards from all of the orders at that party. And if you do that during celebration, that will also qualify you, as long as you get the 150, for 3 celebration items. So that's pretty good. I don't know about the party. I think it has to be your order. So any order that is over $50 qualifies for one celebration item. So if you have $150, you'll be able to get this stamp set with your Stampin' Rewards and 3 items from the celebration brochure. Let's go with that. Alright, so we're going to be using the camera and the picture perfect sentiment here. The blocks I'll be using are D and G. We are using the Stitched Shapes squares. Now, it's been confusing, like where are the squares? Everyone's asking where are the Stitched Shapes squares? When you first get your package, on one side of the piece of paper that they have them all adhered to, you have your circles and your ovals. Flip it over and that's where the squares are hiding. Alright, remember to turn everything over. Scour, examine every little bit of your Stampin' Up! Order. Alright, so this is not the largest square, it's the second largest square that we're using. And we're going to use this. This is from the Project Life Cards and Labels Framelits set. If you have one of the banner punches or something, as long as it's going to fit this, you're fine. You don't necessarily have to have the Project Life kit. We are going to have to do some folding for this one because it's going to be wider than our 3x4. And I'll show you what I'm going to do with that. So this is a piece of Sending Love Designer Series paper from the 6x6 stack from the Occasion catalog. So you see it's got, you know, that fun on one side, but I love this red and white stripe on this side. I think it's perfect for a Disney album. Like, yes, yes. Alright, basic black. We've got a 2.5 by 2.5 inch square. We need some scrap of Whisper White. It just has to be big enough to cut out your label and your square. We're going to be using basic black Archival stamping pad. And let's get to this. This is going to come together so fast. You're going to be a little bit amazed, I think. Maybe, possibly. We'll see. Okay, so let's get our stamping done. So, we've got our ink. I'm going to stamp up our camera. Now, because this does have some pretty like solid space to it, I'm going to kind of like wiggle it and pat just to make sure I get a good amount of that ink on there and I don't have any spots that are missing ink. So see, there we go. It's nice and covered there. That's what you want. You don't want any splotchies. No splotchy. So I'm just going to stamp this on my piece, keeping in mind that I need room to stamp out the Stitched Shape square. Alright, I'm going to do nice even pressure all over it, maybe even rub a little bit, but you don't want to rock. No rocking on this. And there we go, we have our camera. Alright, I'm going to clean off my stamps as I go. You guys know that I like to do that. It's easier to craft if you stamp or if you clean as you go, to a certain extent. Alright, now I'm going to remount this. So I want it to be fairly straight. So I've just placed it down. It's going to make sure that the photopolymer kind of reverts back to its natural state. And then I'm going to take my block to it, and that's going to give me straightness. Otherwise, like the photopolymer, they're great because you can kind of bend them and manipulate them a little bit. So, all right, same thing. I'm just inking this up really nice. And I'm just going to pop that on there. Keeping in mind, I'm punching it out. Well, I'm not punching it out. I'm die cutting it out. There we go. Picture perfect. Awesome. All right, cleaning up my stamp. And then we are going to get our big shot out. So, put away that. I'm also going to take a paper towel on my fingers because I always get ink on them, always. So there we go. Remember to do that periodically, otherwise you're going to have fingerprints all over everything. All right, so let's pull over our big shot. There we go. Center it there. All right, I've got my magnetic platform, my cutting pad. Now let's get these little bits on there. There we go. I'm just going to line it up with the stitch shape framelit. There we go. I like that there. Woo. Things are jumping. They're jumping off the table. All right, then we're going to line up our label here too. Now the magnetic platform is pretty awesome, but sometimes the magnet can kind of have a mind of its own, so you have to work with your placement a little bit. All right, so there we go. Add my second cutting plate on top of it. I'm going to use the other side because I don't want any glitter. Like, I'm not sure what's on that cutting pad. I'm going to have to clean that off. All right, there we go. We have our cutout pieces. There we go. Oh, look at that. I loved that stitched shape border. Doesn't it just bring it up to the next level? Oh, I love it. All right, and then we've got our little picture perfect label. Oh, come on. You can do it. You can. There we go. All right. Put this stuff aside. Clear it all out of the way. Let's bring in everything. I'm going to clear off my fingers again. All right. This, you can add some color to it if you want. I think I'm going to keep it as it is. Well, no. I'm going to have to put some Wink of Stella on there because that's just, it's just going to have to happen. All right, so here we go. Wink of Stella. Give it a good shaky. There's a little ball in there. You can hear it going back and forth. And then, yep, I think, you know, the big flash bit, that's going to have some shimmer on it too. I might end up going overboard on the shimmer, but you know what? I can do it. It's okay. Life is too short to not shimmer and shine. Okay, wave that around, let it dry a little bit, and then we're just going to put some snail adhesive on the back of this. Remember, this is going in a Project Life album, so I don't want to go crazy with dimension. All right, there we go. And then we're going to take it, put some more snail on the back, and we're going to pop it kind of right towards the top there. There we go. All right, now with our little picture perfect, I'm going to get out my Stampin' Trimmer because I just think it's going to be easier for me. Now I just want to kind of do two little score marks on it. Let's bring you in a little bit. There we go. So yeah, just two little score marks, one like that. I'm just going to move it over just a little bit. It's probably about 1/8 of an inch. I'm going to do another score. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. I'm not measuring too much. I'm not being super precise. I'm just getting some scores on there. And now I'm going to use my bone folder, and we're going to accordion fold these two. So it's going to make it into a little banner. So fold back that first one and fold up the second one. So you can see like where you do your little score marks, it's going to change up where your little banner is going to be. Isn't that fun? All right, let me just like now make sure that it's going to fit, and it will. Ta-da! All right, now this I'm going to put snail on these little tags here, because I do want that little bit of dimension from the pop-up of the banner. You could also use liquid glue or mini glue dots to adhere this down. All right, I've got that little taggy bit. That's got to go. That's not going to work for me. There we go. Got it popped on down there. And I think we need some more bling. So I've got my rhinestone basics, and I'm just going to put one of the larger ones just kind of on these little triangle bits over here. So there we go. That is it. A nice little quick 3x5 card. Obviously, there's going to be little 3x4 card. You know, photos and more stuff and journaling. But I think this is going to be like just a nice, cute little simple card. I want my photos to be the main point of my album. So this is just accent embellishment. I don't want it to take away anything. Alright, that's it for today's project. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for watching. If you liked what you saw, please remember to like and subscribe. If you're already subscribers, so great to have you guys come back and back. I know I've gotten one of my subscribers who says she loves crafting with me. I love crafting with you guys too. I really appreciate y'all. You make me happy that I do this. I enjoy doing this. I enjoy sharing this stuff with you. Alright, remember a full list of the products I used can be found in the coordinating blog post, which the link to that is in the description bar. Links to all current Stampin' Up! Catalogs can be found on my blog. Everything can be found on my blog. When in doubt, head over to my blog. You'll find out any information that you need. Or you can just contact me, and I'll answer you as soon as I can. Remember, you can shop 24/7 at my Stampin' Up! Online store. The link is in the description bar. It's ecdesignstudios.stampinup.net. February Stamp Club, special hostess code. There's a blog post for it. You can refer to my blog to find out what the hostess code is. It's in various places everywhere. It's the Carousel Birthday stamp set. That is the stamp of the month. So you're going to need that, and place an order with me for at least $35, and use the hostess code, and I will, send you the paper materials pre-cut to make 4 cards, 2 different designs, and 2 Project Life cards. Yeah, all you need to do at that point is stamp and adhere everything together. Celebration is still going on. Like I said in the beginning of the video, for every $50 you get to pick a celebration item. And yeah, I think that's it for now. Alright, until next time, happy crafting. Bye!